Okay, so I came across this interesting piece of news, Google AI overviews with AI generated images in the wild. So basically, there were instances that AI overviews has generated AI images and attached it to the answer they're serving instead of what they usually do, which is steal the images of people's websites. So I mean, that's an upgrade for Google. At least now your images are on your website, and if people want to see the real stuff, they'll have to go to your website. So that is good news, I think. I'm not upset with this actually. I think it's great. And so this has been reported like a while back, right? And Google wrote at that point this here, celebrating 25 years of visual search innovation and exploring images in new ways. So they're introducing a brand new browsable home for Google Images, and then they did some adjustments to the image search here, and then creating new images right in search. So they said sometimes the perfect image is out there on the web waiting to be found, but other times you might have a very or highly specific vision where an image doesn't yet exist. So this is where the case that they will be creating images directly into AI overviews. Okay, I think this is not really surprising. If we go back to this here, Search AIO 2026, back in May, one of the announcements they made was search agents and agentic coding in search. Yeah. So here they were like, okay, one of the things that we are going to be able to do is having design custom layouts, assembling components, interactive visuals, tables, graphs, or simulations in real time. These generative UI capabilities will be available to everyone in Search this summer free of charge. And then here's an example about a black hole effect, and then it's creating some image here that is interactive. So I really think this is a step in that direction. They promised that, and now they're starting to roll it out, small and to grow. So that's that. However, I want to show here this example. And I think it was shared by Inspired Taste on X. And what they say here is how to cook spaghetti squash, right? And then you get what has been labeled as Frankenstein recipes. And then you get here AI generated images, right? And then you get here the real stuff. I don't know. I don't see how these images are actually better than the real ones. Like, according to Google, they said here sometimes the perfect images out there on the web waiting to be found, but other times you might have a highly specific vision where an image doesn't yet exist. I really don't know how this here like qualifies as something very specific that does not exist on the web and that this is the helpful replacement. I don't know. Like it looks like an infograph. Like set the oven for 400. Like do some cutting. I don't know why there's a microwave in the background. Um, remove the seeds, salt and pepper and stuff. So yeah, I don't think this is useful. I think if people, it's also cartoonish. Which yes, I understand it can be like a design style, but it's not for everyone. By the way, if you're cooking, I don't like this. I would like this. So I think I'm not upset if this is when they're regenerating and if they're gonna be generating something instead of just stealing other people's content. I am okay. Um, and then yeah, here's the exact thing, right? So it's kind of like an infographic of the steps. Um, yeah, I mean, cooking spaghetti squash for dummies. That's what I would call this. Yeah. And then here's what inspired Taste wrote. We were updating our spaghetti squash recipe today, and while searching for ourselves in Google, we were shown an AIO with AI step cartoons. Yeah. We specifically have an entire section on our website and recipe video demonstrating how to safely cut the squash, which can be dangerous. Add a ton more flavor with herbs and show how you can cook your squash much faster in the microwave. This AIO is directly trying to replace creators who buy groceries for testing, photography, and filming recipe videos. Um, we also have conversations with our visitors who have questions. We are doing all of the work, and Google is directly trying to oversimplify everything and replace us with AIOs like this. This is also risk that a searcher might think that one of the websites cited in AIO did the illustrations. It is very confusing and extremely oversimplified. I agree. That's why I said it's like for dummies. Like this is really basic. It's cartoonish. I don't think. Well, I cannot speak for everyone, but I wouldn't like rely on this, right? So in a way, because these are bad, and people are gonna find out they're bad if they are not aware yet. In a way, I think it may be a good step because it's gonna send people to actual websites, with actual content. Another thing is that over and over, I'm seeing AI overviews appear showing answers to queries that have even a small risk. Like here, they mentioned that cutting squash can be dangerous, and then they're just making life simple. Hey, do this, do that. In other situations, it was for health related queries. I've seen it appear for air quality issues. It was an answer while there was, and saying, yes, everything is fine, air quality is great, while there were wildfires and a lot of smoke and actually air quality alert, right? So it's really concerning. When would Google take ownership of those answers and understand that they are not really, really safe a lot of times. Anyways, I think people are going to learn over time. And in a way, this is not really bad. What I would do is I would make sure that my images that I put here are really great, right? If you wanna, if you have an answer and you see something like this in your answer, um, first of all, check your CTR. Has it improved? Like, are you getting more clicks? Because I think this actually may send more clicks to your website. If you're getting more clicks, then you're good. If that's not the case, and we're gonna learn obviously over time, okay, maybe you can create a good, better infographic and put it in the thumbnail here. Uh, that would actually get you CTR unless Google decides to skip this and steal graphic. But I don't see how this infographic here fits the description of what Google described as you're asking for something complex and there's nothing on the web that would be able to give you a good answer. That's definitely not it. Yeah, I mean, these are my 2 cents. Hope you found this useful and see you next video. Bye.